This video is from my English professor at YouTube. I am Nuala Mary Linka, aka Nunu, your friendly teacher guide. This video is part of a series documenting sources in an essay. There are 7 videos in this series, and we are watching video number 2, What is a quote and why does an essay need quotes? What is a quote and why does an essay need quotes? In an essay, a writer's job is to support the thesis, the writer's overall opinion about the essay topic. A writer uses quotes, what experts say about an essay topic, to support the thesis and illustrate facts and ideas related to the essay topic. In other words, quotes are the proof that a writer uses to try to make the argument that is the thesis, the writer's opinion, seem valid. Your opinion without quotes to support it is just another opinion, so it lacks credibility. Here are examples of 2 quotes at the bullet points here. At this point in the video, you may wish to pause now and then, go forward, go backward to study and absorb the information. Questions you may have about this quote might be, what is the information in parentheses? These are parenthetical citations, and that is the topic of video 5. What 2 to 3 things does every quote need? 1. A signal phrase to identify A, the source, the author of the quote, and B, the source's area of expertise. Detail what makes the source worthy of quoting if the source is not well known. 2. An explanation of what contention or idea the source helps to support or illustrate via the quote. 3. An interpretation of the language of the quote, if it will not be clear to most readers. And we have examples of 2 quotes here. The first quote needs 1 and 2, and the second quote needs 1, 2, and 3. It is a quote from William Shakespeare. It is 17th century English, and it must be interpreted into modern English. Most readers will not understand what the quote means. What information should be in a signal phrase? Most teachers will tell you you need these 5 pieces of information all the time. You need the complete name of the source, you need the source's area of expertise, you need the title of the text quoted, you need the publication date of the text, you need the container, where the text is published, such as the New York Times for an article. Now, is this information accurate? Let's find out. We have a quote here, and we have a quote here. The first quote has all 5 items, and the second quote has only items 4 and 5. Do you need all this information all the time in a quote? No, you don't. Why is that? If a source is minor in an essay, quoted briefly and just once, you can choose to use only key pieces of information to A, identify the source, and B, establish the source's credibility. But you must enable the reader to identify the source in the works cited, the list of sources at the end of the essay. And so here we see, in this last quote, we see the name Gortz, and it's here and here. It was not introduced in the signal phrase, so we need this information in the works cited to find this source. Now, the works cited is the topic of video 6, and of course the parenthetical citations, like this one here, that's the topic of video 5. Does a signal phrase and quote need to be introduced in a specific order? The answer is no. Introduce a signal phrase and a quote in any order that reads well. You can also have more than one sentence to introduce a source and a quote, and this quote here has 2 sentences. This video is part of a series documenting sources in an essay. There are 7 videos in this series. We have been watching video number 2, What is a quote and why does an essay need quotes? This video is from my English professor at YouTube. I am Nuala Mary Linka, aka Nunu, your friendly teacher guide. I hope this video has been useful to you.